Hello Aries, Sun sign, Moon sign, Rising sign folks. It's Nen from Insightful Vibrations here with your forecast for the week of October 2nd through 8th, 2017. Aries, I'm using the Lenormand Gilded Reverie deck. I have drawn 7 cards for you, and the one over to the very left is the fish. And that card signifies the main preoccupation, general atmosphere, or main question you have to deal with this week. And the fish signify abundance. They also signify, issues with respect to clarity. They also signify issues with respect to worry or emotion, and sometimes issues of, more metaphysical nature. So let's see where we are going with this. We also have the ring, the fox, the snake, the mice, the whip, and the coffin. So let's see what this means. Well, with the fish and the ring, those of you who are in business for yourselves or are trying to get more work into your workplace will be very, very successful, most likely. I feel that the ring signifies new contracts. There's an abundance of activity financially. I feel that that is all very good. The only problem is you have to watch for competitors, because the fox is eyeing that ring very quickly. And may take quick action with the whip there. So you have to be very quick on your feet and really try to mitigate any, snatching up of any potential customers. So be sure to give your customers their money's worth, as well as potentially work in some discounts or deals. I think that that would be very, very good. I also feel with the mice there that there may be some cancellation or issues of clarity with respect to a contract. You have the fish there as well. And that means that you have to be, again, quick on the draw to make sure that you give due consideration to anything that's not clear, and that you rectify it, because there may be an issue that comes to haunt you later. Now with the fox in the ring, there also may be someone else eyeing the prize in a personal relationship. So if you are dating someone, perhaps someone's eyeing you, or someone is eyeing the person whom you're dating. So again, this could happen in any kind of relationship, not just dating. It could be a common law situation. It could be regarding an engaged couple. It could be regarding a married couple. So I do feel that you need to give due attention to your loved one to make sure that you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing to make the relationship warm and cuddly and cozy and fun. And that way you make sure you preserve your relationship as well. But I also feel that there is this hidden enemy, and represented by the snake, and perhaps even by the coffin, because I feel that maybe you don't know of another person who's interested, and maybe this will all come to surface later. But I do believe that with the clues there, that you should be able to find some clues that make sense. And, you may say to yourself, well, what good would it be for me to know? Is there really any way I can stop this? Well, the answer is that people don't typically stray from relationships when they're absolutely blissful, but people do sometimes stray from relationships when they're difficult, when they're daunting, when there's an unevenness in caregiving and nurturing of that relationship, as well as any abuse issues that come up, or inequality issues that come up. So I guess the cards are cautioning you to nurture your relationship. You have food on both ends of those cards. You have the food with the mice, you have the food with the snake. And to me, that indicates that you need to nurture this relationship that you're in. And if you're not in a relationship currently, you can disregard these comments. There's definitely prospects for new love, and possibly even more than one prospect with the fish in the ring as well. But I do feel that those of you who are in relationships really need to nurture them to make sure they're as good as they can be. You will have some help. I mean, you've got the full moon in Aries on the 5th, and Venus is holding hands with Mars in a beautiful conjunction that same day. And, there's a lot of other pleasant aspects. So you've got a lot of passion, love, creativity. This could even be, good omens for, things of an artistic nature. especially with Aries, you know, sculptures, you know, those kinds of things. So, you know, try to incorporate some of that into your week. Bring out that creativity. That can sometimes help you see through problems and also see how you can make the most of the week. Also, for those of you who are interested in the Venus and Mars conjunction, it's not only you know, a wonderful, wonderful omen for love, it's also great for cosmetic surgery, because Aries is the sign of the surgeon. So this is really a lovely week if you have to have anything like that happen. Now, I do feel that for some of you, with Venus squaring Saturn on the 8th, and with these cards the way they are, as well as, you know, at the beginning of the week on the 3rd, Venus is trining Pluto and coming in from a Mars trine Pluto that's coming in from the 1st. So I do feel that what's happening here is that some of you will be extra sensitive, and there may be some power struggles in relationships. Don't bother. Eliminate the negativity. The negative attitude and emotion is absolutely going to harm you. So you need to face whatever difficulties or fears or inequalities there are, whatever heaviness exists in relationships. You need to face those. You can't just leave those hidden or ignored. It's just not the way it works. So if, for instance, if you feel that way in a relationship, you need to address these issues. And if you, you know, feel that maybe, you know, you haven't been exactly correct in how you've behaved, you need to address those issues with your partner. So very, very heavy partnership aspect this week. And of course, this could indicate, you know, some issues with work partnerships, although I feel work is much, much more positive than the actual personal relationship this week. But for personal relationships, it's either make it or break it this week, continuing with that, you know, Pluto purging that we've had for a number of months. And of course, Pluto is direct now, but we're still seeing a little bit of residual activity that way. So really be mindful, be aware, be conscious, don't ignore things, deal with them as they come up, because it's much easier than to let things build up. That's your week, Aries. I hope you have a wonderful week. Some of you may have wanted to hear more things. Unfortunately, this isn't an individual reading, and it's more about a reading, you know, for everybody. So if you would like an individual reading, that's a different issue, but this is a general reading, and not every comment may apply. These are the most important things that all of you had to hear. So let's hope that it will serve you well. And I want to thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos. I really, really do appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful week. Thank you.